Scorpio, so how you doing? So that we are here with your August readings, and welcome to the 7 Experience. And this is an intro that I put together, and the music that was in that intro was actually by Sleeping at Last, and it was called Turning Pages. And I will see you after the page turns. See you in a bit. Okay, Scorpio, so let's see. So this is obviously for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, okay, for August, but also check out your descending sign. Your descending sign would be what has happened, okay? So you'll come from your descending sign and you're headed towards your rising sign, but make sure that you also check out your descending signs, because that will tell you more of a story of possibly what's happened after a manifesting program of going from your descendant to your ascendant, okay? So you can check those out as well. But let's see. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for August. First card. Oh dear. Three of Swords. So this doesn't mean that your heart's broken. This means that something that's happened with the communication that comes from people's minds, okay, because it's part of the sword energy, because even though there's a heart there, it's really the sword. So it's the sword energy, the Three of Swords. So it's some kind of past action. It could well have been some kind of third party situation. Could have been. Okay, so, but I feel like you're coming out of that now, really, because it's part of the Karma card. It's the first card out, the most important card. So, parts of 3, okay, we can start to discover, which is a drama triangle, okay, which is a scapegoat, a victim, and then the aggressor, okay. So we can play all those kind of things, and you get caught in parts of triangles and different situations in life that kind of heart. I just died in your arms tonight is the song I heard, but Three of Swords can literally be any kind of mind game, manipulation, anything that hurts your feelings. I mean, it hurts the feelings, but the reason why it hurts the feelings is by things that are said. Things that are left unsaid, things that are left unseen are probably best left unsaid or undone, or things that you can't undo. Things that you can't undo is obviously time, it's parts of the sword. So things that are all said by parts of the ego, which are the swords, because they all mean mind, okay? Swords all mean mind, analytical, gathering information, too much said, too much left said and undone, okay? Things that can't be undone because they've hurt people's feelings, okay? So we go to the Three of Swords, okay? So it's someone's action and response of time, the things that have happened that have left things probably now unsaid, okay? The unwritten law. The unwritten law is what I heard. But let's see, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. But I do channel messages as well, so you'll have to forgive me. And this is well, so you've got the 2 now, you see. You got a lot of thinking to do, a lot of thinking, contemplating. So you've obviously gone from the 3 to the 2. You've come from the 2. You come from the 2, which is making a decision. So something that happened here, because it's like this here, you see, it's this here. So you've come from making a decision, could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with air transits, or an air sign with water transits, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and it's part of the 2. So normally, to me, it's the High Priestess, which is Piscean energy, okay, and there's also water in the background, but Pisces with air in their chart normally is this for me, but it's still unwritten. It's things that are yet to be disclosed or unseen or said or done. So you've come from there, so it might have something to do with travelling or things that have left you very confused. Communication could have been very cutting because it still adds up to the same. It adds up to the 5 of Swords. So there is a lot of probably mind games, manipulation. Well, I mean, someone would say, oh no, it's not, it's them, and it's this person, it's that person, it's because they're with them, and that's still part of the ego. You know, if the ego and the pride that keeps the ego alive, if people are caught in third-party situations and they have hatred in their heart for someone not wanting someone else, and you get into the blame game, what do you want karma to do? Kill people? You know, well, I mean, someone could be suffering from a heart condition, maybe. Suffering from a heart condition where the stress is too much, maybe, but I'm not really picking that up so much. But how karma can work within a third-party situation, if it is, which is a karma, which is what people say a third-party situation, but it's really a drama triangle, okay? The scapegoat, the victim, and the aggressor. And the aggression passes it on from one to another of a scapegoat that absorbs the energy, okay? So you get feminine, masculine, all that kind of stuff. And then you get a scapegoat, a victim, an aggressor, and you play the victim, and then you play the aggressor, and it gets passed from one to the other, and then that gets passed on to your Wheel of Fortune. If it was the 3 of Pentacles, you know, it goes on to everybody's Wheel of Fortune, and you do it at work, you think about it, you analyse it, you do things at work, and everybody's Wheel of Fortune gets passed on to the people that you're connected with within this that causes a lot of ego, okay? So the ego gets created through, obviously, the mind of decisions, okay? So secrets that are yet unveiled, or they have been revealed, and it's been very heart-aching, okay? So, let's see, but this is a definite part of the, you see, karma doesn't work that way. The karma works when you get the lesson and you move away from it, okay? You move away from it because you have to move away from conflict. You can't move towards conflict because then what are you actually progressing in life, you know? So you have to move away from conflict, okay? So I am picking this up as also moving away, but there might have been some sort of moving. Richard Pryor's moving I've been picking up, but you have to move away from conflict, okay? And if you don't, if somebody is caught in a third-party situation, you have that aggression and you pass it on to blame through a person because of them being with the person. That's part of the ego. The best thing to do is bow your head down low, okay? And just think, okay, well, that's that, and just move forward, okay? But if you don't and you're stuck in karma of aggression, what we can do as souls is that we can blame someone else because they're with another woman or with another man, and I don't want them to be with that other mother and the other man, a mother. I picked up mother or something. But do you get what I'm saying? You can't. Karma's not going to work where it's literally going to do somebody some harm, because you're not getting your lesson of why it's put together of your soul to understand things about you. It's never about anybody else. It's always about you. Okay, so you form separation. So there's ego that's definitely involved of why this could have happened. So let's see. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus for August. So there you go. So somebody could well have been an imbalance is what I'm picking up, an imbalance. It could have to do with family. It could have to do with money for a lot of people. But this really is picking up of, you know, where there's no equality. There wouldn't be equality through this kind of stuff here. So you're probably now concentrating more at work. Okay, this is obviously someone that's caring and sharing and giving. Okay, the Forgiven is what I'm picked up. I did pick up that through a song, The Forgiven, Metallica. But, you know, this is where someone is giving more amounts of money to other people, or they're giving more attention to other people than others, you know. So you have to form equality through a lesson that should be learnt through the ego of dropping your pride to keep the ego alive, you know. because this could be someone that likes attention. You know, they like to give it to someone more than the other person, so they like the attention themselves, the fact that they can dish out. Someone's trying to dish out karma. You know, this is like, well, I'm just going to keep doing it and dish out karma until I get what I want. That's what I'm picking up, you know, because the person, people always look at these two people here, but they never really look at the person in the middle. Could be to do with Aries, maybe, possible Aries. I'm picking up possible water sign here, maybe. But someone's trying to dish out the karma. You see, this person here is holding scales above this person's head here and dishing out breadcrumbs in here to other people. So it's kind of like there's someone that's in the middle, which is here, okay, in the middle of the whole thing. So you've got 3 people in this card. You've got 3 here, okay. I know this is a 6, you know, but obviously breaking it down, it's 2 3s, right? So there's someone in the middle, stuck in the middle with you, but there's still 3 people in it, you know. So that's kind of saying, and that you've got 2 here. So the lesson of this is still trying to find the quality and balance of drawing back one's energy that could be manifested through concentrating more on work and on your own self, because this is self. This is still, see, this can be someone that's selfish is what I'm picking up. Sorry, but I am, okay. So you work on oneself, okay, because then you hit the 7 after this. Is when you hit 7 is when you work on yourself. So, you know, people always look at the cards that are behind, that where you've come from, but you've always got to look where you're going to, look where you're going, you know. So you're headed to equality. You're headed to equality. So, you know, it's concentrating more on work than what it is. This could be happening at work for some people, where this is a working relationship and it's just like, oh, there's just so much that's going on in my mind. So if we relate this to work, okay, we'll switch the energy around and relate it to work, where work is just, there's probably some conflict around at work, or even a home, or anywhere of a place of resident where you're like, you could work for a residential company or residence, you know, you have residents or something like that. But it's kind of, you know, where you're still suffering from something from the mind. Now, that might not be the fact that you're playing mind games with people. It might just mean the fact that you're suffering from, it could be PTSD and things like that, but it could just literally be through things like a more of a settling energy, because you're still coming to this energy, you know, you're still arriving at this energy. So you're arriving at giving yourself more attention. If we switch the energy, the advice also is obviously give yourself more of the attention, not attention seeking, but give yourself more of the attention of equality. You know, give more time. You know, when you learn to give, you learn to receive. So when you can just give, there has to be a balance to that, you know. So you need time, basically, is what it's saying, is you need time. In order for energy to start the flow, you obviously need, it's not your vibration of your self, that's like your, obviously your physical form of body that makes you motivated in order to keep working, because you need action, right? There's no action. But your head obviously is what manifests everything. It's communicated from the head. Everything comes from the head. It's all of the ego. It's the arguments. It's the separation. It's the avoidance, trying to avoid a tactic, trying to outdo with one another. You know, so when you have peace of mind and clarity, it's not your body. You know, you might be trying to look after your body, okay, or there should be some advice of to, okay. But once you look after one's mind, okay, and you'll start to think clearly, then you can start to look after the body. But the body comes after the mind. Once the mind's settled and the mind's rested, the body starts to recuperate itself, because you're not tense and you're not, oh my God, there's just, there can't be anger, there can't be aggression. Unfortunately, of what things have done and been said, when we learn about ego, it's easier to just drop it. When we drop it, we obviously feel much lighter, right? So when you feel much lighter, the egos kind of separates and you think, oh my God, I feel better today, you know. So you think, oh my God, I could actually go for a walk, or I could do this, or I could go and meet friends, and you start to come out of social anxiety, all that kind of stuff, you know. So then the body starts to think, you know, the body always follows the mind, because we follow our mind by what we see, what we taste, and what we touch, and what we feel, and what we've said, and what we've unsaid, okay. So there needs to be some kind of forgiveness through this, because there's definite separation of ego. So let's see. But this can even be a place of residency and where you work. It can also be, someone could be watching you where you work. because this is still an equality card, okay, it still is, because it's a lesson of equality once the mind is at rest and at ease. Someone could be at rest. Let's see. So Scorpio, summarising Venus for August. Oh my God. Oh my word. What is going on, Scorpio? What is going on? Someone likes... we're not going to go into that one. That's come back to the same thing. Someone keeps coming back and doing the same thing. To you or them, or if I say to you, it's them coming back to you, someone's going to say, oh no, it's them coming back to me. It's you coming back to them. It's them coming... You know, that's part of the ego. You can't, like, physically, if you are caught in this drama triangle, right? If you're caught in that, that's someone that's caught in a trap. They're caught in a mind loop, where it seems to be through this 5 here, through someone giving more to someone else. Someone, that's what I'm saying, somebody doesn't like, and they're watching that somebody has equality. Or if not equality and someone starts to argue with me, I've got a feeling someone's going to start to argue with me over this channel. I don't know why. But, you know, if there's like cross communication, someone's watching somebody have equality or give it to somebody else. So someone might even be talking to you, or you are discussing, and that's the argument, because someone's either over-analysing too much and they're seeking too much information because there's a lot of air here, right? Or the fact that then, because somebody might be giving it to someone else, and this is why I picked up on the story at the beginning, if someone is watching or you're communicating but you're giving it to someone else and someone saying, no, but you're giving too much to them and why are you doing that to them and you should want, and there's some kind of harm that somebody wants to do to somebody, you're not getting the lesson of what that's for, and that's why the ego is still caught in a trap. The ego of someone not letting something go is caught in a trap, and this is where the Steve Karpman drama triangle is going to really start to take effect, okay? Because somebody doesn't like the fact that someone gets attention, okay? Now, if this is the third party, because there's obviously three people involved in this, I would say, okay? If this is the third party and someone is saying, no, because I don't like the fact that you're with that other man or that you're with that other woman, right? Okay, the male ego and the female ego, they're completely different things. If you can just bow your head down low and just say, you know what, let the chips fall as they may, that's okay, and you don't think about it so much, that's the ego that subsides, and that you can learn the lesson in order to give it back to other people, in order to be a true person that has equality, okay? So if you don't learn the lesson about equality, it just goes around and around and around in circles, and you just carry up the continuation of the Steve Karpman drama triangle because someone doesn't like the fact that someone has more attention than someone else. So you have to ask yourselves, to the cross-watcher or to anybody else, well then why are you in it? Why are you still keeping up that pain? You know, there's only so much pain the physical body can take, or there's so much pain that the heart or the heart can take. Someone could well be suffering from a heart condition, you know, they could be. So when you go up against, someone's going up against you, someone's trying to outdo you, they're watching. This person here is watching someone, or they're either discussing about it, or they're talking like to the person, or they're just watching this person here. They're actually watching this person here that is either one, if you're oh my god, you see, I'm even getting confused for all this. If you're watching somebody that's actually getting like if you're watching their Facebook, or you're watching anything on social media, or you're watching anything like that, or you're actually talking with the person and there's an argument that still keeps going on because someone's involved with someone else, but you're talking, say, with this person here, whoever that is, and you're talking with them, but you're holding the scale of balance there, or they are, or you are. That's why, you know, because this is still a spy, and there's still three people in this card, you know, and there's three swords that this person's still holding. It's like a vendetta for somebody. Someone has a vendetta. Is this because this is someone that's out to get someone? This is out to get someone watching them to wait to pounce to have an argument. I can't see the point in it, because you've got 2 5s here, which should be an ending. That it's saying, well, it's blatantly saying here, that's done. There's got to be an ending to this. 5 of, the 5 of Swords reflects itself back to the 5 of Swords. Somebody goes around and around in their head, but argues about it. It's so fixed in their way of arguing about this same situation. Arguing. So if you're physically on the mundane level here, and there's a lot of arguments that are created around work, or they're created around the person that you're actually talking to, well, you've got to really start to ask yourselves, well, what's the point? Because someone's got a point, because there's a lot of swords. So someone's trying to make a point, because this is someone that at the moment just will not drop it. Will not drop it. I think you've got like a... I don't know. Let's see. If this is self-confliction, this is like... It could lead to like coming out of this. And this is like what's occurred after this kind of happening. That someone's working through their ego, because this is working through it. Okay, this is working through it. So it could mean like self-care or therapy of like looking after oneself, because it is caught in the middle here. So this could be the third person, could be the person that has equality, okay, the person that's being watched, and the reason why all this is happening. It could be, that could be a scenario. It's a general reading, so I have to give every known variable. But it really does seem to me that this card here, central card, is the discussion point. It's either the discussion point because they're like, well, there is obviously no, if this is a relationship, then there's no equality in that. But like I said, the people that are involved in it, that's still no equality. I can't see how this would ever really come into fruition. But if this does manifest itself into self-care and looking after one's self, to give it back to people to care, that care for you and they care for them, kind of thing, equality, it could also relate to a Gemini energy, because you've got 6, so it could be a Gemini energy. There could be a Capricorn maybe involved in someone's chart. Could be a Piscean energy or Libra energy. I mean, because these cards, okay, because this is vice versa, these cards can be what's happened to the person. I'm trying to break this down for you, Scorpio, sorry. This could be what's happened to the person, because two of the people or someone's like left someone alone, right? Okay, so someone is now carrying these 3 of Swords thinking, well, I'm out. Either way, this card means, well, I'm out, fuck it, keep it, I'm out, keep it, I'm out. And this is someone that's kind of like, yeah, you know what, keep it, I'm out, I'll go and look after myself, So I'm trying to break down this drama triangle for you, because there seems to be a scapegoat here. This is the scapegoat. There's a scapegoat of someone that could be caring for themselves, but there could be someone that's caring for someone else, you see. Caring for someone else. So it doesn't matter who's to blame. There should be no blame game, because this is just a complete array at the moment, Scorpio. I can't get over the fact is that, there is no blame game. So it doesn't matter of the energy of who's to blame. They're just what I'm trying to say is the energy of the cards and picking up who's who. Sorry, because I'm empathic. I'm just like trying to break it down. Someone's had a breakdown, or someone's had a breakthrough, because I just heard the song Queen Breakthrough. I wake up, I feel just fine. I wake up, tastes like fire. I get the legend queen, and just a look in your eye. Buddy, you're starting something, touching me. I'm out of control. Sorry, can't you see? If I could only reach you, if I could make you smile, if I could only reach you, that would really be a breakthrough. Someone's out of reach. And that did come up in another reading. Out of reach, so far, I'll never let your heart. Gabrielle, right? Look up that song. Gabrielle. So let's see. Scorpio. So you got oh my God, you've got the Queen of Swords now. So this is pretty good energy. Oh, whoa. What on earth, Scorpio? I don't even want to put this out. What is going on? What's going on? What's going on? I mean, this is quite a good energy, really, because this can be family members or people, or this could be people telling you, listen, just cut the shit out. Cut it out. Fucking stop acting out. Stop. Just stop. Right? This is like, just stop. This is someone that could have a quality, or that they just overtake. Take. All you do is do, all you do is take. So let me live. And make a brand new start. So this Queen of Swords here normally comes up with Gemini Moon for me, because of the crown chakra and the bird of freedom. Okay, but it can still mean Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. To other people it will be different. Okay, but this is like, just leave me alone. Just get out, leave me alone. I don't want to know. You know, it's that kind of feeling. The Queen of Swords. There needs to be, obviously, this could be the third party interference. You see, this could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But you've got a hell of a lot of air. So, sorry. So I can feel it. Oh my God. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. So, sorry, but I'm trying to add a little bit of light to the situation. But this is obviously where someone like can be either very cutting with their words, or they're literally just cutting it out and just saying, listen, yo lot, just deal with it yourself. I'm out, because there is a back-to-back here. Back-to-back, razor light, back-to-back, blood to blood. There's someone here that's turning their back on all this that seems to be happening here, because this Queen is looking in this direction. Queen. So this would be obviously more of a feminine energy, because it's the receiver. She receives messages. It could be, because it's general, it doesn't matter. But generally, if it was a personal reading, okay, that you can have, and the link is below, right? This would be a woman in a normal reading, and it would be someone that receives messages, okay? So she receives the messages through the crown chakra. She'd be very open to listening to the truth, hearing the truth from birds of freedom, okay? You could have a spirit animal of a bird, and then she gives it out to, like, the public. You know, she can work for public service. This could also be like a CEO, someone that owns their own company, the same as all the other kind of cards, or someone that requires balance, okay? So she would give it back. She would use this sword in order to cut away things, but then she would give it back to other people, but she also wants to receive the truth. And if she doesn't get the truth, what she does is she just doesn't play a part in it, because she's the queen of this deck here, the Queen, and she moves away from it because she's got enough information. It's like, okay, well, I've just got enough information and all I fucking need, and I'm out, bruv. You know, that's the Queen of Swords. I've got all the information I need. I'm wise, you know, I've got the king to look after, okay? So, but or look after oneself, and yo lot just play there and I'm out, you know? So this is how someone escapes out of this drama triangle, because someone can bow their head down low because they have a bigger purpose through the card meanings of Queen, you know, the Queen, a receiver. So it's kind of like, well, I'm just going to look after myself then. I'll just, you know, I've got other things to do in my life. other than to play this stupid shit that's going on here. Sorry, but I'm picking up this aggression. But that is what the Queen of Swords does, probably in a different way. But she can be like, fuck it, just keep yourselves to yourselves. I don't care, and I'm out. And I don't, you know, because the Queen energy is obviously higher in suit than these. This is what I'm trying to say. So this could be court systems, the public eye, anything like that. The courts, someone might be going to court. This could go to court. For some people, it could go to court. It could go to court. This could be over family or work or anything like that, or public service or work or anything, you know. But this would be someone also that works independently, because the Queen can also work independently because she is moving away from this situation here. The Queen is moving away, or moved away. And that might be now why this Queen is not in the picture, because all these cards, they're all facing here. They're all facing this because they're reflecting of 5 that reflects itself at 5. And this person, this card, the Queen, is out of the picture, because that's what she does, is fuck it, cut it out, I'm out. Bullshit, it's out, I'm out. So here, so you've got an energy that's starting to portray the rest of the reading here, where this energy now is where there could just be 2 people in the scenario. Well, no, I'm still not even picking that up. So there could be a fourth. There could be a 4th energy around, is what I'm picking up. A 4th energy. Like, I know this is 2. Well, there could even be 5. I mean, this would involve fucking family and everybody in the end. But if you're looking at a loving relationship, I'm picking up a 4th energy, and this could be the 4th energy that's saying, fuck it, keep it, I'm out. You lot just deal with that yourselves. You know, and this person wouldn't even have to say that. She would just do it. This is someone that would just do that, you know, or say it. Because it's an energy that's felt. So when you learn a lesson of ego, this person would be wise enough, because she would be full of wisdom and wise enough to be a receiver, to say, fuck it, I don't need to receive any more messages, or I'm not even participating in it, and I'm out. I'm out of this third party situation. And you don't even have to have these in your chart, but there is a lot of air here and there's earth here. But this energy here is saying, fuck it, cut it out, I'm out. You know? So I'm sorry that was such a dynamic duo. The dynamic duo. I mean, do people think they're Batman and Superman, and someone's trying to, I don't know, it's like, save yourself. Save yourself, you know, get out of this rat race and save yourself. If you're still caught in this, Scorpio, save yourself. Save yourself, you know. Because someone does have a very strong ego, and the person that has the very strong ego would still be the person that, you know, if you're physically still talking with the person, then, you know, what is it like resolving? What's the conclusion, or what is the final outcome that you want? Do you want like death? You know? Because there's a lot of strain where someone's like, blame. This is blame. This is someone that's just blaming. Projection of blame. That's what's keeping this going, that they just can't drop something and they're just blaming. But there is a good energy here, and this is the energy that should be all told of everybody involved. It should be some kind of truth. This is the truth. There should be some truth that's untold, or unfold as the page turns. Turning pages. Okay? There needs to be some kind of truth told about this fact, or just fuck it. Just don't participate in it. This is the best energy in here, because this person is cutting all this out and said, well, I'm not even fucking in this rat race, you know? But there's some people here that are still... That's why I'm picking up on a fourth energy. Fourth energy. Okay, so, but there's someone that doesn't like the fact that someone gets attention more than someone else, or there's something about, Mary, I keep coming up with that, there's something about this equality card. That this person either, like, gives themselves attention, or they're an attention seeker, or they just have equality or a balance, but whatever it is that this person does either want at work, or they do just, like... It depends on the vibration of the card, but there's something here that someone doesn't like. They just don't like the way the person has equality, and the reason that is what I'm picking up is the fact that they do have equality. Whoever's spying and watching, they don't like that. They don't like the fact that someone might have equality. So if they're giving someone else, or they're giving it the public, or anything weird like that, I don't know, is the fact that someone just doesn't fucking like it. You know, I can't get over that fact. I'm really channeling that as messages. Is the fact that this card here seems to be the issue, and the thing that the person's got an issue over the fact that whatever the people do as public service, So if this is to do with like someone that works, they've got like people. Because this, regardless, is reflecting an ending, but it's reflecting a beginning, because it's a 10. So it's like, fuck, I've been stabbed in the back more times than I can possibly imagine. By the same person, kind of feel. That you're in a relationship with. So if you're in a relationship with someone, I can't see the point. And if you're not in a relationship with someone, I still can't see the point. So why is this happening? That's what I can't seem to grasp. So a good energy, you know? Do you see? This may not relate to anybody, and you might say, that's not my story at all. And if it's not, it's really not. But these are the cards that came out. So that's the story that I have to go with. The story untold. There's an untold truth. But we'll see what this queen is for. But, like I said, okay, so we're going to go over to Patreon, okay, or onto Vimeo. Vimeo is just the rest of this reading, and if you want to watch it, it'll be in a monthlies, but I'm soon going to stop that, okay? But if you want to join Patreon, Patreon is there, so you can literally watch everything you want. In fact, you know what, Nick? Keep it. You can keep everything. You can watch it all as many times as you want, and there'll be twin versus twin, evil twin, this twin. I'm going to have a different plan for that. But I'm trying to get through the rest of the monthlies, but everything that I do here will go to Patreon, and you can watch everything over on Patreon. I think it's a really good deal. Okay, someone did ask about videos that I'm going to put over there on stuff that I used to teach, and that I used to do all kinds of different videos on camera. I have got a few of those that I'm going to have to dig out, but they will go over there, and you can watch those too. And it was all stuff that used to be over on Patreon, over on Vimeo. But I am going to add all those to Patreon. You can just watch those by being a member. Okay, but the options are there. If you want a reading, the option is there still through an email and other things that you can follow. I think all that's still in there. Private emails, all that kind of stuff, private readings. But all the links are in the description, and let's see, and then I'll clarify everything. Now, people also, if you're still here, people, they'll comment in the comment section and say, well, what did you mean by that, what you listed it as, or this? Well, you know, you're not going to know if you don't watch the extended reading, because then I can gather more information and give you what the reading is about, and that is on the other side. You know, I can't help that. I'm a reader. You know, so people can do what they like, but you're not going to grasp the rest of the story. So it's no point in leaving a comment saying, well, this, blah, 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 blah. You know, that's part of the ego. So that's down to individual choice of everybody else. You know, but like I'm saying, the extended gives you the clarity of what this reading ends up being about of the story. Okay? So hopefully we'll see you over on the other side. Peace.